Okay, what's up, guys? My name's Rob, and I am here today with an Arceus team. I'm going to battle 3 times, and each time I'm going to be providing commentary about what's going on, about my thought process. But let me give you a team breakdown real quick. The rental code is in the top right corner. This is from a guy named Mr. Curatastic, and I found this on a video by Jeans on YouTube. So, Jeans, if you're watching this, thank you for the team. Thank you for the video. Let's get a little bit of a team breakdown here. So we got the Arceus, of course. It is a water plate, splash plate Arceus with Judgment, Dazzling Gleam, Calm Mind, and Protect. So we got a kind of a setup Arceus there. Then we got Incineroar. This is looking like Wolf's Incineroar. It's the knockoff Flare Blitz. Parting Shot Fake Out build with the Bug Terra and the safety goggles, of course. Then we got a Chien-Pao. We got the Icicle Crash with the Crunch, Sucker Punch, Protect. I've never battled with a Chien-Pao before, so this will be cool. Nor have I battled with a Zamazenta. And we got a Zamazenta up there with the Heavy Slam, the Body Press, the Wide Guard, Protect, and it is a Dragon Terra. So that's the defensive one, if I'm not mistaken. Then we got the Rillaboom with the Grassy Glide, Woodhammer, U-Turn, Fake Out. Pretty standard set there with the Fire Terra. And then, of course, the Tornadus with the Covert Cloak, Bleak Windstorm, Taunt, Tailwind, and Rain Dance. So we can pair the Tornadus with the Arceus, try to get a Rain Dance up, and then hit him with the Water-type Judgment. So we'll see how it goes. And let's dive into it with battle number 1. Okay, so we got... Is that a Majerna? I'm unfamiliar with this. So right away, some more great content coming your way. Then we got the Annihilate. We got the Calyrex Ice. Indeedee with probably a Psychic Surge, Ursaluna, and a Incineroar. So we might be looking at a Trick Room team here, which means we probably won't want to go with a Tailwind, but we're definitely going to get a Rain Dance up, and hopefully they don't know that we're going to be setting up with our Calm Mind. If we do end up in a Trick Room battle, we're going to want, I believe, Zamazenta. Let's check his speed. He's pretty fast. Actually, probably could have just scrolled down there. We're definitely going to want Incineroar behind. Probably Rillaboom, I would imagine then, right? Let's look at the typings. Now, we're going to bring Zamazenta as well, just in the back. Why, you might ask? I don't have a good answer for you. I think he's strong, I think he's cool, and we're going to bring him. We are going to lead our Arceus and our Tornadus against the Annihilate and, of course, Indeedee. So, we might be looking at a bulk up Trick Room. We might be looking at a Follow Me Drain Punch here. But Arceus is going to come through as a water type, right? So, if we get hit with a fighting move, it's going to be mid. We should be able to tank it. But do we go with the Water Terra right away? We're definitely setting a Rain Dance. We're going to get that up. I think we Calm Mind on the Fairy Terra. Yeah, and then we can hit him with a Gleam. Okay. So we're going to Terra the Arceus right away. Why are we doing it? Well, we're going to get a resistance to fighting. Fairy resists fighting, right? I think. So I think it's going to end up being a good move. If he goes with the Trick Room, Arceus will likely be probably 3rd in speed order. Okay, no Trick Room, switching out the Indeedee. Totally fine. Majerna is coming in. Majerna. Okay, I got it. That was the name of the Pokemon. I was correct. We'll see how it goes here. Welcome if you're in the chat. If you're watching on YouTube, thanks for being here. Hopefully this video can provide some good entertainment for you. But we got the Terra Fairy Arceus. Love watching Arceus battle. Rarely ever get to see it. We got our Rain Dance up. Let's see what this Annihilate goes for. Could go with a Bulk Up, which is fine. Final Gambit. Okay. And we tank that. We tank that just by a little bit. That was a little bit scarier than I would have liked, actually. That's not a bad idea. The Final Gambit into the Majerna getting the boosts. Is that a Sharp Rise or a regular? I think it was 1 stage rise of the special attack, but it's still a really interesting move. Okay, Indeedee's out. I would imagine a Follow Me and an attack here. How fast is Majerna, and does it have any priority moves? Well, Psychic Terrain will protect the priority move. It doesn't look particularly fast, does it? I'm kind of regretting the Terra now, but it's fine. Let's taunt out the Trick Room just in case it's coming, and we're going to just Gleam it. Do we Gleam it? It's going to end up being Judgment takes the effect of whatever the plate is, I believe. So it would be a fairy move either way. I think we go with the spread move here. Yeah, the Follow Me's coming out. Get some damage down on both sides as long as Arceus outspeeds. Tornadus used Taunt, but it's blocked by Psychic Terrain. Okay, so right away we got our mistake of the day out. Oh, that's a terrible start, actually. And the Trick Room does go up anyway. Oh, well, that was all terrible, wasn't it? Now we need to do a little bit of maneuvering. So behind we have the Incineroar and the Zamazenta. The Arceus is down to its last legs, and we're imagining to be third in speed order here. I'm going to want to... The taunt should still get out, but it's protected by Psychic Terrain. Oh, what am I doing? I almost made the same mistake twice. That would have been insane. So we're going to save the Torn here. We're going to swap in Incineroar to tank any kind of spread move, and let's just protect out the Arceus and see what they had in mind. I don't think I played that well at all. So, of course, Psychic Terrain is going to block Fake Out next turn. But I'm imagining some kind of spread move here. Helping Hand. Is it a Helping Hand Expanding Force? Does it have Expanding Force? We're going to find out. Dazzling Gleam. Okay. Okay. What do we do here? Are we cooked? There's 3 turns of Trick Room, 2 turns of Psychic Terrain. If a Gleam comes out next, neutral damage. Do we sack Tornadus to keep Arceus alive? So there's 3 turns of Trick Room. Okay, no Protect on the Incineroar is kind of beat. I think we can win this with Zamazenta behind. So we're going to go with the double Protect and hope that we get it. Calyrex comes in. So, let's see. Does he go with a Gleam? He probably goes with a Gleam for the double KO. Failed to Protect. Not good. Not good. Okay, so now we got 3 turns of Trick Room left. I'm imagining spread moves from both sides. So with Zamazenta, we can get some Wide Guard down. They'll know that it has Wide Guard. Would that lead to them going with something else? It could. It's not great. It's not great. You can't even tell that's shiny. It's weak shiny. Not loving the situation that's playing out in front of me. What do we do here? What do we do here? I think we have to... I think we just Bleak Wind, and they're probably expecting me to Wide Guard. We're going to take a risk here, and we're going to go double into the Calyrex, see if we can get a KO before the Trick Room ends. But I don't feel too confident about anything that just happened. I'm not going to lie. That was a poorly managed battle. I deserve to be roasted if anyone was actually in the chat. Okay, the Terra Water is interesting there. What were they scared of? They were scared of targeting down, I guess, them. High horsepower. We can live with that. Flash Cannon. Do we tank this? No, we don't. Yeah. So this happened. Yeah, this is a loss. That's okay though. I think that if I was to go again, I would probably want. We'll just play it out. But I would probably want to not Terra the Arceus. I think the Dazzling Gleam Terra was a mistake. Had we had the Water type Judgment, we could have gone after the Majourna and got rid of it earlier on. I'd say though that this was just a bad game. You know, like I wish that there was something cooler that I could say about it. I think it was just bad play. All right, well we're gonna forfeit this one here. So I'm gonna see you in game 2. Okay, battle number 2. We got a Calyrex Shadow, we got an Urshifu, we got a Rillaboom, Tornadus, Chiempao, Zamazenta. So the Rillaboom is likely a Rapid Strike, looking like a Rain team, built against a... Rain Tailwind, yeah. So Trick Room here would have been good if that was what our team was, but of course it's not. So we're also good with the Rain. And I think we go with the same lead, and we manage better behind. So the way that we should do that is we should definitely bring Chiempao. We get that Dark type attack into the Calyrex Shadow. And then no Psychic Terrain would make me think Incineroar is good, especially because we got knockoff with Incineroar. And I think we're going to run that. All right, so of course we got the Arceus and the Tornadus lead, and we're going to try to get the Rain up. And we're going to learn from our mistake from last time. And once we set the Rain, we're not just going to immediately Terra the Arceus. We'll only Terra the Arceus if we need it defensively, instead of an offensive Terra, which is what we had in mind last time. We got Zamazenta and Rillaboom. Likely a fake out Rillaboom. Zamazenta is going to have Steel type and a Fighting type move into a Water type. Arceus is fine. Rillaboom's got Grassy Glide into the Arceus, which might be a bit more frustrating to deal with. So I think we're going to Protect here. We're going to play this slower than I played in the past. We're going to Protect in Tailwind here. We're going to hope for a Grassy Glide into the Arceus while we set up Tailwind, and then we're going to set up the Rain next turn. So there's the Tailwind. We got the Grassy Glide into the Arceus slot. Good prediction there. And then what do we got? Body Press? Also into the Arceus spot. Okay. So good turn 1 there for us. Now, we should be outspeeding, but this is immediately where I would say now that it's actually a good Terra, because the Rillaboom's going to have that offensive Grassy Glide. So seeing what just happened, it's actually a good Terra, and we're just going to double here. We're just going to attack. No Rain. And I'm feeling much better about this Terra. This Terra is, like, thoughtful. The last time that we Terra'd into Fairy, it was just like, we have a Terra, we have an Arceus, we should Terra. This time it's like, all right, we're going to actually get some good typing matchups out of this. Hopefully we see the same exact moves coming from them, and we get our... There it is. There's the first, the Grassy Glide. We get our Gleam out. Do we do enough damage to take out both on this turn? Not at all. I got to do some... I have a better understanding of this whole Dazzling Gleam thing, but I might just go with the exact same moves the next turn as well. We saw the same moves from them, and it worked out as expected. Will they do the same thing a third time? I find it unlikely, but I can't see why we should change what we're doing. So Judgment's still a Water type move, actually. That's a big thing that we were missing from the first time. We're going to Judgment, and we're going to Bleak Windstorm. That's fine on the Wide Guard. We will not get much out of the Bleak Windstorm, but the Judgment here should KO. Yeah? Oh! Okay. So they do block up the Bleak Windstorm. Maybe we see an attack here into the Torn slot. That's what I would think from the Rillaboom. Okay, no, they're getting out. Fine. Arceus is really just a beast. Like, obviously, it's the god of Pokemon, so we should expect it to be pretty good, but like literally no complaints here for me. Okay, so they're gonna bring out Tornadus. They're probably gonna set their own Tailwind next turn. Let's go with 2 non-spread moves. Now I think we set. Now I think we set the rain. Do we set the rain now? So Tailwind, and does Zamazenta do anything here except click Wide Guard? I mean, we can get so much damage down. I think we just click Rain Dance here. And we see Tailwind Wide Guard would be fine. There's Tailwind. I guess no Wide Guard. Wide Guard would go first. Yeah. Ugh. Alright, so we probably should have gone with a spread move there, but we'll take the Oko on the Tornadus. That's a good pickup there. So we got some movement in here, you know? We got the rain-boosted Splash Plate Judgment off the Arceus there. Tailwind is done, but we are alive, so we can just reset it. And they have a Calyrex Shadow coming out. That's going to want an Astral Barrage, and Wide Guard is what my guess would be. So we're going to Judgment right into the Calyrex slot, and we're going to get that Tailwind up to make sure we go. What's it going to be? A Terra? What would it be? Ghost? For the offensive boost? Yeah. Whatever. As long as we outspeed after the Tailwind, which we should. Should we? I don't know. I guess we're going to find out. We're going to find out here. It's going to be close. I know that. All right, nope. They outspeed. Do we tank that? No. No, we don't. Okay. So we have Sucker Punch on Chien-Pao. And we have Fake Out on Incineroar. So we're going to Fake Out into the Zamazenta slot, and we're going to Sucker Punch into the Calyrex slot. Or do we double into the Calyrex slot? This is going to be interesting. I think this is going to be really close. Okay, remember we have a Focus Sash. That'll be important. Does he click anything except Astral Barrage, realistically? Protect, maybe. But why would he Protect? I think we have to Sucker Punch Fake Out or double into the Calyrex slot. I think we double into the Calyrex slot. We get that KO, and then it's 2-on-2, and we take the win with that 2-on-2. Rillaboom down to just a little bit of health. Zamazenta. We can KO Zamazenta with Icicle Crash, right? All right, I think if the Calyrex attacks here, we're looking good. If it doesn't, I don't know why it wouldn't, though. I guess that exact thought is why it wouldn't, but okay, that's a good Protect for us. We don't care. We want to see a Sucker Punch hit. It hits, and it's down to Sash. So we tank an Astral Barrage either way because of Sash. How well does Incineroar tank this? It's going to be close. I just hate that we couldn't get rid of the Rillaboom earlier because we would easily take this 2-on-1. But Rillaboom's going to come out with a Grassy Glide, probably into Chien-Pao. But we can Sucker Punch. Is he in Sucker Punch range is a question that I should ask. Because he would Grassy Glide into the Chien-Pao slot. Oh, what a frustrating situation this is. I think we have to Sucker Punch, and it has to KO into the Rillaboom slot. And how many turns of Rain are left? too. I think we just Flare Blitz anyway. Ah! That hurts. That hurts. It really does. Unless Flare Blitz outspeeds and KOs, which does not. Body Press ends the game. That's really frustrating loss there. Makes for a tough game, too, in the video. Let's try to dig out with a Game 3 win to leave us on a good taste, but that one felt winnable. That's a tough one. Oh, same guy. The rematch battle. The rematch battle. We have a chance to redeem. So he led Rillaboom and Zamazenta. What if we lead Chien-Pao? With an Incineroar. And then we bring the same two in the back. This is our chance at redemption. We have a rematch somehow. There must only be two of us playing this game somehow. But whatever. We're going to try to get the win here on the rematch. It was a very frustrating loss, but I think overall like a really fun battle. That second one there. See if we can turn it around here. Calyrex, Tornadus. Tailwind, Astral Barrage. Tailwind, Astral Barrage. Doubling into the Calyrex slot, I think. We are expecting them to set up. Oh wait. I would expect them to set up a Tailwind here. And so I think we double into that slot. And if they go Protect Tailwind, glad I didn't click Sucker Punch, but what's swapping in? Rillaboom. Knock off the Assault Vest, I guess. And then what did they set? A Tailwind as well? That was a very... Double switch, okay. That was a very favorable lead to us. And so it makes sense that they swap. We also brought the same 4, but now we know what's behind. The exact same 4 as the last time that we played. We don't get the KO here, do we? Oh, we do. Okay. So we'll take that. That's big because we get rid of their priority. That's actually a pretty big start there. Now what would swap in? Probably the Torn. Yeah. Now they would probably seek to set up a Tailwind. Do we see a Body Press here? From Zamazenta into Chien-Pao? And if so, does it make sense for us to Terra Ghost? That's the call that I'm going with. I'm going with that call. I think that's what's coming. I think it's going to be a Body Press, Tailwind, and the Body Press is going to go into the Chien-Pao. So once this misses the Chien-Pao, they might have the Tailwind up, but we're going to be so far ahead that it's not going to matter. If that happens. If that doesn't happen, who knows? You know? Icicle Crash, so no Tailwind. We'll take the KO. Thank you for that. Didn't get anything up. Tornadus, Bleak Windstorm would have been a pretty weak move there anyway. Body Press into the Chien-Pao. Here we go. Here we go. And the Flare Blitz into the Zamazenta, getting some good chip down. This was so much better than the last game. This is going well. Okay, now they have the Calyrex. We still have our Sash intact. They have no Tailwind. The Calyrex is probably going to attack, but because we don't care if it hits us first, we're going to go with that. And then we're going to probably just Flare Blitz again into the Zamazenta. And now they're going to go with a Terra Ghost to get the Astral Barrage boost, if I'm not mistaken. No. Okay, they're going with a Terra into the Zamazenta of a Ghost, which is fine. We'll just lose super effective down into neutral damage on the Flare Blitz, which is whatever. And the Calyrex protects, which is fine. What is... Do they have Terra Blast on there? That would be really interesting. Alright, breaks the sash. Unfortunate, but not the end of the world. So what's behind? We got Arceus behind with our Tornadus. Now, they can't protect on the Calyrex, and if they do, they'd be wasting their life away. We don't tank an Astral Barrage anymore. I think this time... I have an idea. We're going to Sucker Punch into the Zamazenta slot, and then this time we're going to knock off into the Calyrex. The Sucker Punch doesn't KO, which is rough. That's rough, but Chien-Pao's going to go down. Then we're probably going to see a Body Press into the Incineroar, but we should outspeed, so hopefully we get a knockoff down before we go down. But this is feeling a lot better than the previous. We should outspeed here, if I'm not mistaken. I am mistaken. We did not outspeed, and we go down. Not KOing the Zamazenta there was a little rough. But what we can do now is we can get a Tailwind up and hit him with a spread move. We need to tank one Astral Barrage. One boosted Astral Barrage. So we get the Tailwind, and we're going to Gleam. And try to get that chip damage down, and we're going to take out the Zamazenta. Hopefully we see... I don't know why it would happen, but if Calyrex protects, that would be dope. I don't think that'll happen. This is a big rematch. I'm really happy that I got another crack at this, because I felt like the second game was winnable, and it was just some mistakes, just some bad play on my end. I think Zamazenta uses Protect. Does Calyrex Protect too? That's actually a great Protect, because now they'll get the boost on the Torn when they KO. Would have been a crazy pull for me to go with the Judgment into the Calyrex. I know. That was never going to happen. I was never going to do that. Excellent. This guy's just excellent. Alright, we have to KO the Calyrex for any chance. Does Zamazenta KO us with any move that it has this turn? And does Calyrex protect? Calyrex protecting probably wins them the game. Do they have the balls to protect the Calyrex? If they protect the Calyrex and I attack the Zamazenta, I will win the game. If they don't protect and I attack the Zamazenta and I attack the Calyrex, I have to tank one shot from Zamazenta. If they protect and I attack the Calyrex, I lose. No protect. Alright, we lost. Damn. I wonder if they had the same mind games as me. I can't imagine they thought about that nearly as much as I did. And that might be the problem. Well, guys, I guess we're posting an 0-3 video on YouTube. Well, I lost. I lost 3 times. But I think I learned a good amount there. What I learned was just not overthink things. I think I was in my own mind, especially in that last game. I was one correct call away from winning, most likely. Had I done the Judgment into the Calyrex slot, gotten the KO, and then tanked one Zamazenta hit, we win that game. I think overall, the first game just got smacked. The second and third games were both really good, close ones. Was happy to play. Congrats to that guy if you're watching this video. But it is what it is. If you want to try this rental team, it's in the top corner. Thanks to Jeans for the team. Hopefully you guys enjoyed, even though we picked up 3 fat L's. Until next time, peace out.